Hi friends, today we have Dr. Gauri Shankar S. Nath sir for our podcast episode 2. So welcome sir, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you, Shitanshu.
So sir, can you tell us about your life journey before coming to the institute and what motivates you to become a computer as a career?
Okay. Um, let me start from my education credentials. I did my BE from VTU in 2003 and my MTech in software engineering in 2005 from VTU again. And then in 2010, I got my PhD in engineering from Jadavpur University, Kolkata. And recently, I even earned my MBA in marketing management from Indira Gandhi National Open University. And this is my education journey. So previously before coming to Dr. AIT, I had worked in Honeywell Technology Solutions, and I spent there nearly for 3.5 years, and I was a principal research scientist there. And that is where, to be frank, industry is where you learn more than rather than your college or in your university. So even I can say that I learned more of my whatever the knowledge that I earned. So I earned it when I was in industry. So this is my journey.
Yeah. So how was your undergrad experience? Means you were studious one or an average guy?
I don't say that I was studious, to be frank. I was just like any other normal student, and I don't claim that I was a very brilliant student also. But I did work hard, and I used to score marks. So that is how I used to read. So it should not be anything.
So what according to you should a freshman like first year guy should do to have a good career start?
I say that they should get in touch with their seniors, and they should talk to their seniors, because seniors, they are the people who can really guide their juniors. So any freshman who is coming into any college, not only our institution, any institution as a matter of fact, so they should first talk to their seniors, and they should understand the environment in their institution, and they also need to collect the notes and the way they have to learn, and how they have to proceed, and how the future should hold good for them. So they have to discuss those things with their seniors. That is one thing. And the other thing is, the freshmen, when they come to college, they should not hesitate to talk to their teachers. They should come forward, they should talk with their teachers, and if they have any queries, okay, whether it is personal queries or if it is even professional queries, so they should talk with their teachers first. And I have seen many students, so they take extreme steps before talking to anyone. So at least in our institution, I can say that teachers are very reciprocative, and they do help any students who come forward. And these are the two things they should always, any of the students should keep in mind. At least they should talk to their seniors, or they should talk to their teachers. So this is my suggestion for any freshman.
Yeah, this I have also experienced because we are from out of Karnataka, so it was always new for us in Karnataka, but teachers have helped. So why you pursued MTech? Means what was the reason for doing MTech? You were having job.
I did my MTech after completing my BE, and I did not give any gap. The reason, if you ask, is like, first, it was my interest. So for me, from the beginning, I wanted to pursue a post-graduation degree. So that was my intention. And other than that, what I was thinking is, like, I was thinking of having a career in both industry and academics. I had that plan. So I wanted to pursue for a few years in industry, and after that I want to come back to academics. That was my plan initially. So according to that plan, I pursued the post-graduation as soon as I completed my undergraduation.
Oh, then how was your MTech? Means it was like BTech or something different?
It was totally different because like I did my MTech in SJCE, which is one of the premier engineering colleges in Karnataka, Sri Jaichamarajendra College of Engineering, which is in Mysore. And it was a totally different experience. One is Mysore, it's a totally different city. So if you have not visited, I strongly recommend you to visit Mysore once. And and the college environment, it was totally different because like the way the other students, they used to pursue their hobbies, and the way they used to conduct various events. So it was totally an eye opener for me because like I did my BE in a rural setup, and I did my MTech in a city environment, so I can see the contrast there. So I felt that my MTech was a totally different beginning for me, and I learnt a lot in SJC.
Oh yeah, great. Then what was your research topic for PhD?
I did my PhD in sensor networks and ad hoc networks. So basically what I did was like I studied various algorithms which are there in the ad hoc networks and sensor network domain, and we suggested various methods in which we can optimize those algorithms so that it can be applied in a real world environmental scenario.
So sir, what motivated you to publish your own book? Means it is really exciting to teach with your own book in BTech.
See, for me the motivation was like I wanted students to learn in a better way. See, for me, when I taught the subject or the Python programming subject for the first time, the problem was that the existing books, they did not have adequate programs, and few of the book, they were very thick in the sense like they had many unwanted information. So once I came to know the pain points of the students, then I understood that there is a need for students to have a book wherein it satisfies the requirements for the students. So then I thought, okay, let me write a book for that, and it was not a easy journey, let me tell you. I have to spend near I took 1 year to write the book, and another half an year for editing the contents again based on the suggestion of our editor. So it was totally 1.5 journey, 1.5 year journey for writing this book. Sorry.
So yeah, I also read that book for my third semester. So according to you, what should be a scientific temperament of a BTech guy or a UG guy? Like he should pursue MTech or not, or he should pursue higher studies after his undergrad?
See, again it depends on the interest, but if you ask me, then I strongly suggest any student, he has to pursue his post-graduation. So I strongly suggest any of the student, if they have a choice, to take up their post-graduation degree. So that is my high recommendation. But see, students, because of their various reasons, maybe because of financial background or because of their interest, they may not choose to do their post-graduation degree immediately after completing their undergraduation degree. But at some stage, I believe that a post-graduation degree will always be helpful in one's career.
So what you felt that pros and cons of doing PhD in India?
See, the problem with doing PhD is, from my own experience, I can say that the number of jobs you get will automatically decrease in industry. So industry people, they do not need PhDs. As a matter of fact, they don't even need MTechs, but they usually prefer only BE people. So you will not find much job in any most of the industries. But if you find a job, it will be on the higher scale. So that is one added advantage. But finding that job is itself is a difficult thing. So I had to give interview for many companies, and after that I got into Honeywell, because no one was willing to have a guy who has done PhD. So that is the harsh reality of Indian market. But still I suggest that you have to get into post-graduation degree, and maybe based on your interest, maybe while pursuing your career in industry itself, you can register for PhD and get it done if time permits and based on your interest.
Then MBA after PhD means how did that idea came to you?
For me, I had a very clear vision. So what I was thinking is like initially I have to be in industry for a few years, and after that I had planned to come back to academics. So for me the path was clear. So that is the reason why I pursued my PhD. So once I was there, like I spent nearly 3.5 years in Honeywell. So after that I thought that I should take a break and come back to academics. And then in academics it's mandatory that you have to do PhD. So the entry level job in academics is MTech. It's not a UG. So BTech people will not earn any job in academics. So they have to do their MTech and then they have to join academics at assistant professor level. And even in some reputed institutions, they are making PhD as mandatory for entry level. So PhD is very much necessary in academics, but not so in industry.
Yeah. Then, how was your teaching experience till now?
I had very good teaching experience because most of the students, I think they used to speak with me and share whatever the problems they have, and more than that, they have what they contributed in improving my teaching skills. So if someone says that I have improved my teaching skills, it's only because of my students who have given the feedback, and based on their feedback I have improved my teaching skills. So I'm grateful to my students.
So what is one thing that you want us to learn from you, and is it anything which you have learned from any of your students?
Students, yeah, if you want to do something, so I say just go and do it. Okay, so if you want to if you are interested in something, just go and pursue it and try to execute it. Okay, so at the end of the day, execution matters. So if you are interested in something, please go ahead, pursue it and execute it and get the job done. So only thing I suggest for students is when you look back after coming out of your institution, so you should not have any regrets. So you should both enjoy your life, your stay in undergraduate, and you should also pursue your education in a better way.
So are there any things apart from academic and research in which you have involved as an hobby or something?
Hobby in the sense like I'm involved with quite a few organizations. Usually we go to the schools which are there in the rural areas. We teach there. So that is one thing that I do, and I'm also associated with the NGOs which are into providing basic amenities for rural areas. So that is one thing I do. And hobbies, I do read a lot of novels, so it's not a hobby, it's like I enjoy doing that. And I also play badminton, which is a sport which I like a lot. So that is the thing.
So as you are also a coordinator of Ambedkar Center of Tech Startup, so can you tell something about that?
Yeah, this is one thing which is very close to my heart because like me along with my colleague Mr. Srinivasa A.H. Who is my colleague in our department. So we went on setting up this particular what they call a domain in our institution. So ACTS, which stands for Ambedkar Center for Tech Startup. So it is a venue, it's a startup cell. So wherein the students, they can come and they can pursue their innovative interest. Okay, innovative interest in the sense, say for example, here the problem with the student is they think that their ideas are small. Okay, so it is not like that. So idea is idea. It can be a what they call a small idea or a big idea or whatever novel idea. So it has to be discussed with the professors or their teachers, and they should come forward. So that is one thing. And if you ask about this ACTS or the Ambedkar Center for Tech Startup, so I encourage our students to meet the teachers who are in their departments, and for each of the department a teacher has been nominated as a coordinator for the startup coordinator, and they can talk to their concerned teacher. So I highly recommend the students to come forward and share their ideas. Okay, and another thing is when they say ideas, it has to be novel. So because the thing is like from the college side, from the institution side, they are providing seed money. Because since they are providing seed money, so we want to select those students who are very serious in their pursuit of their research or their ideas. Okay, that is one thing. And when we say a seed amount is provided, so it depends on the project that they are proposing. There are a set of rules and regulations which they have to adhere to. So once they are okay with the rules and regulations, a seed money from the institution will be provided for the student, and he can work on their ideas. So this is a very good thing for students to do, because like during their undergraduation they may be having so many ideas, because at such an young age, so people will have that enthusiasm, and they will have that strength, and they will have that motivation to go ahead. So I suggest our students to pursue their interest and come forward, and they can make use of the facilities that are available in our institution.
Okay, that's great. But I think there is a confusion between your side. Means now talking to you, I understood that this startup is doing like this. But the student side, when we were not, I didn't talk to you, but it was like very big thing that we can't approach anyone.
No, I don't know why students have that kind of mentality. See, even teachers, they always look forward for talking with the students, right? It's not like we'll scold or we'll shout, or if some student comes forward and if he wants to share his ideas, it's a very welcome approach. I see students should not have that. That is why I say students should come forward and talk to their teachers, and they should not feel like something will happen, or they should not be that negative mindset. That is what I request all the students, at least the students I mentor. So at least I hope that because of your podcast, the students, they can listen to this podcast and they can come forward and talk to us, because like from the institution they are providing seed money, and when the institution is willing to give you all the facilities, I really should request students to make use of these facilities. It's not like every institution will give these kind of facilities. So whenever there is a facility, you should make use of it.
Yeah, that's true. So thank you, sir, for joining. Any last message which you want to give?
So one message I always wanted to give to my students: see, at the end of the day, execution matters. So your work that you have done, that matters a lot. So you please don't care about, or you don't listen about the people who will be there to pull your leg. So there will be many people who will be willing to pull you down. So you have to get up, you have to pursue your path, and you should go ahead. And that is what I want to convey to my students.
Sir, it was really nice talking to you.
See, nothing like that. You should apply. You should talk to the teachers. So without talking to the teachers, you should not come to conclusion, right? So you should approach the teachers, and you should share your innovative ideas also, because like at least in our institution they have so many facilities. Okay, if you go ahead and if you want to even visit other universities, or if you want to publish your papers, so for that all financial support will be provided by the institution itself. Students should make use of that.
Yeah. But I think there is a communication gap or something is there between teacher and the student side.
A communication gap. See, teachers, they take so many subjects for you during your stay here in your college, and they will be available in their staff room. Maybe at least you should at least go, if you are not comfortable in approaching individually, at least go in a group, talk to them. Once you are comfortable, then you go, you can approach individually. If you have any problems, you can share with them. So they will try to solve it, because like students is what makes this institution, right? They are the pillars of this institution. So we'll always be there to help them in any way that is possible from our side.
Yeah. So, sir, last question. Are you enjoying lockdown online classes?
That's a very controversial question. So, let me keep it aside. If you ask me, still I prefer face-to-face teaching rather than online. So, but we don't have any option as of now. So, let us go with the flow, and let's be safe. That's most important as of now.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for coming.
Yeah, thank you, Shitanshu. You gave me an opportunity to share my thoughts with other students also. So thank you very much, Shitanshu.
Hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you have enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe and comment below. We will be coming back with another podcast. Stay tuned.